What is going on, my friends? Bryan Hardy here, and hope you're doing great. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Thank you for being here. And today we're going to talk about a very fun topic. We're going to talk about some products that I really have been enjoying, that I wanted to share my opinion about with y'all, and that I think can really be of benefit to a lot of us. And these are some of the nootropics from the guys over at Neurohacker Collective. Yes, I'm speaking about Qualia. Qualia is their flagship nootropic for brain and body optimization that comes in two forms. The Qualia Mind, which is the Cadillac experience. It's got all the bells and whistles. I think 46 different ingredients, clinically proven ingredients at significant dosages, which is very important when you're looking at nootropics. You know, this is not a cheap proprietary blend that's a spattering of a bunch of things where you're not getting enough of any one thing to really make a difference. So this is not that. Qualia is not that. They definitely pack a punch into their products. So the Qualia Mind, the Cadillac Experience, Qualia Focus, a pared down formula, about half the ingredients, still quite effective. And with half the ingredients, or roughly half the ingredients, a significant drop in price. So it's a lot more affordable for most people, especially if you're doing this on an ongoing subscription basis as they offer. But I want to share my experience with both of them, just so you can get an idea about maybe is this something you want to try? Is this something that you want to experiment with? Have you used any nootropics in the past, or is this all a brand new subject for you? So Qualia Mind, I first tried it at the Bulletproof Conference in 2016, I believe. They had some samples going around. And at that point, it was a two-step process. You took 4 pills at one point, then you took another 3 pills later in the day with some food. And those two things synergized together and created amazing energy, amazing flow. So I had been at the conference. I had been on very little sleep, really enjoying myself, enjoying the networking opportunities and the celebration opportunities. And I took it in the morning and then went and did yoga on about 3 hours of sleep. And I got through it and I felt good. You know, I didn't feel super heavy or lethargic or tired because even in that sort of a state, strict caffeine or coffee alone is not going to really get me through. Oftentimes, you might find this as well. If you're really, really tired and you have caffeine or coffee, you need like a nap right away. Maybe that's just something going on in my own system, my liver, my adrenals, I'm not sure. But this is not that. So it really gives you the resources you need for your brain and your body to produce energy. First of all, which is massive, right? To keep producing cellular energy. But then also to fuel your brain, to really improve cognition, improve energy production, improve focus, improve memory, and allow you to feel your best, even if you might not have been in the best situation. And it's one of those things that if you have a busy day or a busy week, it's something you'd want to use at that time to really charge you up and put you in a place. Another thing I notice when I'm taking Qualia is that I have less internal resistance. There's less procrastination. There's less second guessing. It's much more an intuitive flow process where thoughts come, thoughts move through, actions come, I can move forward, I can do things, get things done, all with a whole lot less, how should we say, not turbulence, but resistance, right? It really helps remove internal resistance, which can be a direct result of insufficient neurotransmitter support, right? Insufficient vitamins, minerals, cofactors to allow our bodies and brains to work, right? Because our cognition and our consciousness is dependent on our biochemistry, on our physiology. We can never separate the two, right? Mind, body, spirit, soul, all are one, all are connected. And as all improve, they bring each other up. So really, really important to know that and to know that that's what's happening with the Qualia. Because unlike some nootropics and unlike some stimulant products out there, there's not a ton of caffeine in Qualia. It feels stimulating, but without the jitters. But there's not a ton of caffeine. in there, which is really cool. Really, really like that. And they have a caffeine-free formula. So if you're very sensitive to caffeine and you want to bypass caffeine altogether, know that that is an option as well. And I'm going to have links to everything down below this video if you want to learn more, you want to check out their website. So all of that will be below. And if after watching this video you want to get some, then you can use my code BHARDY and save 15%, which on top of their first order discount of 50% is not a bad deal. Really not a bad deal. So definitely check that out if this sounds interesting to you. Now let's talk about Qualia Focus. Right, so Qualia Mind, the Cadillac, it's got everything. Qualia Focus doesn't give me as much body energy, doesn't give me as much sort of get up and go, though it still does. But Qualia Focus I find is great for reading, for really like seriously focus intensive work. Mind, I can do different kinds of work. I can do creative stuff. I can do physical stuff. I can work out really well. Focus I find really for reading and for staying with my attention on one thing, whether that's in a client consult, I'm working with someone in person or over the phone, or that is doing research and writing and crafting or doing creative content development. That's where the focus really, really helps. And so I like to have both around, and I don't use either one every day, but I do cycle them into my life. I do cycle them into my routine because they're great tools to have in the toolkit, and they really simplify the world of nootropics, right? There's a whole lot of sort of individualization and customization and trying some of this herb with some of that, racetam with some of that mushroom with some coffee or whatever it is. And if you're of that persuasion and you like to experiment, then go for it. But if you want something simple that is very efficacious and proven to be so for a lot of people, and is really just created by an amazing company. The guys at Neurohacker are some of the most thoughtful people I've ever come across in this space. And they have an amazing podcast that I highly recommend called Collective Insights, where you'll get a sense for the team, which is just top-level people, top-level doctors, top-level clinicians, top-level researchers that are really doing their best to create a fundamentally paradigm-shifting way of looking at health and supplementation. So it's very exciting. That's why I love to have these things around, Qualia Mind, Qualia Focus, to use them in my day-to-day, to have them ready when I need them, to know that, good sleep and proper diet are the first step. So don't try and out-supplement your shitty lifestyle if that's where you are. That's nothing wrong with that, but that's just where you are. But these are great add-ons, great supplements, great additional support that you can include in your day, in your toolkit, particularly if you're traveling or you've got a high-stress job. These can be very, very valuable tools to have. So again, I would be so appreciative if you were to try this and you were to use my code BHARDY, BHARDY, to save 15% off anything. Like I said, links are below. If you have any comments, any questions, hit me up. I'm here to support. I'm here to engage. If you want to talk to me about coaching, there'll be a link to that down below as well. You can apply and we can have a chat and we can get you booked in for a session. All that said, Neurohacker Collective, I love these guys. I love their products. Really appreciate what they do. And really want to share that goodness with more of y'all if you're looking for it. So that is my review. Qualia Mind, Qualia Focus. Like I said, if you have any questions, hit me up. Subscribe to this channel if you find this valuable. Like this video. Share this video with someone that it would resonate with somebody who would be open to receiving this information. And have yourself a healthy week. Cheers.